Author Jassy Mackenzie is joining me on Google Hangout. She is the author of the book Switch, which is our book of the month this month. Now, Switch is the sequel to Folly. Both books are sexy, fun, and tantalizing. Great reads. Thank you so much for joining me, Jassy. Why don't you tell us what our readers can expect when they open this book?
Well, Switch is the follow-up to Folly, and everyone who's read Folly will know it's a humorous erotic romance. It follows the adventures and the misadventures of this wonderful, very likable heroine called Emma Kane, who falls on hard times and ends up opening a domination dungeon in a cottage in her garden and falling in love with one of her clients, the gorgeous and slightly dangerous Simon Nell. Now, when I finished off Folly, I was told I should give it a happily ever after because that's what you do in romance novels. But I didn't want to do that because I was absolutely dying to write a sequel. So I left Folly open-ended and I picked up on the story in Switch. And what happens in Switch is Emma's beautiful happy ending is just not quite concluded because Simon is now working in Dubai. He's thousands of kilometers away. She is really, really not sure what's going on in this relationship because he's pushing himself just about to death and has no time for her. Meanwhile, a rival dominatrix has arrived on her doorstep in a fury of rage, demanding that Emma should immediately close her dungeon because she is ruining the industry, undercutting prices, and she is stealing this dominatrix's clients. And the awful thing is, poor Emma doesn't even know who this woman is. So she has to try and find out and do a whole lot of PI work, at which it turns out she's really bad. So basically, Switch is all about how she tries to get the better of this dreadful dominatrix and tries to make the relationship with Simon work in spite of the long distance and tries to get over all the misery and the miscommunication that occurs as a result. And then a little bit also in Switch, in Folly, readers were introduced to Emma's husband, who is unfortunately in a coma, brain damaged, sort of permanently that way in a care home, but he has the most vile family. His family are the sort of typical archetypal Johannesburg money-grabbing, material possession-loving assholes, and I really couldn't bear to leave them alone. I just wanted to bring them back and let them torment Emma some more, and to give her a chance to hopefully maybe get her comeuppance, so they appear again in Switch.